Well, here on set with us is Ibrahim Fraihat. He's a professor of conflict resolution at the Doha Institute for Graduate Studies and author of Unfinished Revolutions, Yemen, Libya, and Tunisia After the Arab Spring. Ibrahim Fraihat, welcome again. We just heard from the Qatar Prime Minister and the U.S. Secretary of State. They're launching the sixth strategic dialogue out of Washington, D.C. Gaza and the ceasefire seems to be high on the agenda, according to what they've said. Do you expect much concrete movement to come out of these discussions?
Thank you for this. Actually, from what we heard from Secretary of State Blinken, actually not to expect much. There are two major problems in what Blinken just stated. The very major problem, the first one, is that he's linking the ceasefire to humanitarian assistance to the Palestinians, to the besieged, hungry, starving Palestinians. This should not be on the table to begin with. This is protected and supported by international law and irrespective of any negotiations. So Blinken mentioned that we need to reach a ceasefire so the aid can reach Palestinians who are in need for humanitarian assistance. It's unethical, it's immoral, and it's against international law to link the ceasefire to the humanitarian assistance that the Palestinians, the starving, besieged Palestinians that they need. Right. So this is the first major problem. The second major problem is also he's adopting the Israeli government positions. He made it clear that he is referring to a ceasefire, a temporary ceasefire, and in his words, setting the conditions for a permanent ceasefire later on. So he is still with the position that this ceasefire is only temporary until the captives are released, and then there is nothing left to protect the Palestinians in Gaza, because once the captives are released, Netanyahu and his right-wing government, they're going to unleash a massive airstrike that's going to basically erase Gaza off the map. So this is the second position. So he's not making a commitment of a permanent ceasefire, but setting the conditions. And there is a huge difference between the two, and which is what the Israeli position is this. What Blinken is trying to do is of this visit, he's trying to ask or to mediate with the Qatari foreign minister in order to pressure Hamas to accept. So he's using that leverage in order to be able to pressure Hamas to accept to these terms, which are extremely problematic.
Okay, Ibrahim, we've run out of time, but thank you so much for that analysis.
Thank you.
Well, more than 100